Are we live yet?
We are officially.
Are we live now?
We are officially, totally,
live?
and completely live on the internet.
Oh!
Coming at you from the internet.
Yay!
All across the United States.
Yay!
We are
It's
now.
Saturday Night Live!
We are now live for everyone's enjoyment.
It's live.
Ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba. That's our theme song. What's up, Kendrick? Kendrick said, these bad boys are
boys.
here.
We're bad
You're right.
boys.
Welcome, Kendrick. How are you doing? Pierce, how are you doing tonight? Tired. Well, tonight, we're not going to worry about anything. The banking collapse of America.
Yay!
Not talking about it. Your crypto is worth nothing.
Yay!
We're not talking about it. You paid $30 for a head of lettuce. We're not talking about it. We're only going to be talking about video games. And we're going to be jumping across a couple of them tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have...
we're going to play Inflation Simulator.
We're going to have... That would be fun. We're going to jump across a couple games tonight. Kendrick said he's tired as hell, so it sounds like you both are in a tired world.
Sounds like me and Kendrick.
He asked, how are you guys doing? I've been... I'm ready for the weather to change. I always hit a wall where I'm like banging my head against the wall of how cold it will get here in Ohio. It'll get warm for like in the 60s for a couple of days during the winter, going into spring, and then like lately it's been like 40. So
that sucks.
That makes me very upset. But like I said, that does not exist in my reality tonight. The only thing that exists is a game we played last time, Atomic Heart, on the stream.
Atomic Fart.
And I think we'll jump to Metroid Prime Remastered as well.
Atomic Fart.
Yeah.
Atomic Fart.
So you, Pierce, you said that you played Atomic Heart.
Yeah.
What are you thinking so far?
It's a game.
See if I'm, oh yeah, I gotta stream it to you. Whoopsies.
Stream it to me, Daddy.
Screwed this one up.
Stream it to me. You freaking idiot.
Screwed this
You're
one up.
You're always screwing something up, Zachary. It's almost like you want to fail. It's almost like you want to mess things up, so then other people have to feel sorry for you. Kind of weird.
All right.
I like Atomic Heart. I think I had immediately switched the voice acting to Russian with English subtitles because the English voice acting is some of the worst voice acting I have ever heard. I just think it's horrible.
What in the world?
But it's a very fun game, and I like it.
You switched it to Russian voice acting?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
did. You got a problem with that?
No, I actually don't.
Good, because I'm pro-Russia at this point.
I'm pro-Russia people. Dude, what the frick is going on?
Putin, if you can hear me, let's game. Let's game together.
Okay, let's see how
look at that frame rate.
Yeah, let's see how I was gonna say how good is this frame rate gonna run?
Yummy.
Streaming to you.
It's 1 frame a minute.
I also have storage settings. I'm glad that came up.
Atomic Heart, more like atomic.
Oh my gosh, how do I get that
second.
off? There we go. Oh my gosh.
How many farts per second can this thing
Okay,
do?
now we're at fast frame rate.
Sure. Oh yeah, now it's way better. Never mind. Yeah. What just happened? Like, what did you do to improve that for the stream?
I just bounced back. I'm also, I think, running this on 1080p.
Yeah, but what did you do to like fix it just now?
I had to. Something popped up about my storage because I like how Windows just takes over the whole screen, and I clicked off of
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I got past this part.
You're past
You're
this
a
part?
baby if this is all you played. You're a baby if this is the only thing you've played.
Really?
You're
You think I'm a baby?
Ah!
I like
forgot
the
about
combo of like live action with this.
Yeah,
Popping in
that
and
is
out.
so early 2000s games. Do you remember when games would have live action cutscenes?
Yeah, they don't
I
really
miss
do that. Kendrick says the weather is changing a bit here in Utah.
There it is.
I bet the weather's nice right now in Utah, depending on where you are. It's probably really sunny, but cold.
It's the neuropolymer in his noggin, right?
Crudely speaking,
And that's like my favorite type of weather.
as it fades away, neuropolymer memory temporarily stores the individual's last thoughts.
I gotta turn this freaking audio down to hear you guys.
I gotta turn this freaking audio down to hear you guys. I gotta turn this freaking audio down. I gotta turn this freaking audio down to hear you guys.
Shut up, you freaking moron.
Creepy. How long are they gonna talk for?
I can't say exactly. Somewhere between a minute and a couple of days.
I gotta turn this audio down.
Passes after death.
You sound just like this kid on TikTok that sounds like that, and he has like this microphone really close to his mouth. Have you seen
Maybe
that
it's
guy?
me. No, I haven't.
He's just like this wholesome kid,
He's
and
a
he like
wholesome
he
kid?
like reacts to all this stuff. But you sound just like him when you make that voice.
He's a freaking React TikToker.
Yeah, he's a React TikToker.
TikTokers react. I
don't know what I'm doing here.
I've been working with elementary schoolers for the last month,
Yeah.
but like a lot. It's been really fun. But then today I went back to the high school and subbed there today, and just the contrast in like the difference in what they'll say is very funny. Like just I went in because I've been working so much with little like first graders.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like in the little kid mentality of talking to them, and I kept having to like remind myself not to condescend to them like I do to little kids. I did, to be funny, asked who wants to be my little helper today to this group of seniors. And it was funny because one girl was like, me. But then,
So wait, you condescend to the little kids but not to the older?
yeah, exactly. Because little kids like literally do not understand sarcasm.
Oh, I thought you were saying like, oh yeah, you could definitely do that. I didn't take it
Well, I
as
mean-
you're just saying like, who wants to be my helper, like that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, but I
Yeah.
also, to the little kids, I also am like brutally sarcastic because I just found this out. Most little kids don't understand sarcasm. Like,
Yeah.
First and second grade. Like, you have to learn that, which is
Yeah.
very fascinating to me.
I had to learn that
But-
within the first freaking 2 years of my life because my dad was sarcastic.
Yeah,
from, like, out
well,
of the...
your dad probably corrupted you in a lot
Yeah,
of
he
ways.
did.
So, but yeah, so I've had like really fun time working with the little kids, trolling them, being sarcastic to them, having fun, and like just the things they would say, like, "Oh, Anthony told me to shut up," and then it's like, "Oh, have you watched Coco Melon? I love Coco Melon." And then today, a senior girl's like, "Hey, do you want to see a TikTok video?" It's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Look, this is a video of that 14-year-old kid falling off the ride in Florida and dying."
Oh my gosh.
And she showed me the video. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, you actually see him fly out and you hear him hit the ground and die, and everybody's screaming. And it's like, it's all on camera. I'm like, ah! The contrast.
Yeah, you went from like
Between-
telling a kid like, come here, Johnny, to, oh, I just saw death.
Yeah, it was literally like, I was kind of shocked, and I was like laughing because I was like, I actually just watched a 14-year-old die on camera.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was reading Dr. Seuss to the first grade class, and they were all jumping around. Yeah.
You know what? I have not in like, you actually have like this like you're jumping from, you know, teaching elementary to older kids, but you're talking about like this whiplash effect. I get that constantly on TikTok where I will see the funniest, like goofiest thing, and I'll scroll and see like somebody getting a bad car accident, or like I mean even that girl that showed you that, and then I go back to something funny, and I'm like, this can't be good. And we talked about it on our little thing we did for your channel of like that whiplash effect of like, but man, it's really fricked up. I'll see the saddest thing possible, and the next second I'm laughing, and I'm like, I don't. And that can happen. You can laugh during like really sad moments, or try to get yourself out of stuff. But like the stuff that your brain sees within that time frame is crazy. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's no secret between me and Zach that like our TikTok feeds show us just like severely intellectually impaired and disabled people, or physically disabled people, and it will be like a guy dabbing or like a kid screaming, and it's really funny, and then all of a sudden it's like somebody with a severe handicap, and then you're like laughing
yeah,
just because of the
disconnect of like what
up.
because of the disconnect of what you're seeing of like,
Yeah.
it's like a weird soup of everything. You'll see a death, you'll see the goofiest people on planet Earth, you'll see some really smart people like having good discussions, and the next second you'll see the dumbest thing you've ever seen, or like people fighting in the streets.
Yeah.
And that like I love that, but it's not I see why maybe some companies want to ban TikTok.
Yeah.
Why some legislation's out there.
Well, shit. Okay, so where's this
I'm talking to a corpse right now.
Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite parts of the games, because they're all very friendly. It's weird.
Everybody here is as dead as fuck. Did the station master die in this tunnel?
This tunnel, he died, and everything froze right in front of my eyes.
Yeah, my favorite example of that was I was watching like a bunch of cute puppy videos on TikTok, and then it was just like I was scrolling past and watching them. I was like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute with Emily. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. And then it was a video of a dog being eaten by a crocodile.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
And I
it's
was
like
"Ah!"
Maybe I should have.
No!
Holy shit.
TikTok fooled me again.
What did you say, Comrade Major?
You know, I fought in the whole.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice.
The talking corpses. That's a new one.
TikTok's nice.
How the fuck is this even possible?
It's a byproduct of lingering neuropolymer memory activity. Everyone killed here
I'm gonna pull up the chat.
Did I
Using the chat.
what do I do here?
connected with the neuropolymer.
I didn't get the schematic, I don't think, did I?
Oh, okay. This puzzle
Fuck me, he's alive.
that you were just at took me so long because I'm an idiot.
He's dead.
Do I have to
I did
talk to
not
this
understand.
corpse to get this?
There's like a code somewhere. It's like on a piece of paper. I think it's, if I'm remembering right, it's out like in the elevator shaft, or not the elevator, like
Really?
behind you.
Because that's what I have to do. I have to do this.
You didn't find a piece of paper at all?
Holy fuck.
How do I get out of this? Okay.
I could have sworn it was like, maybe up to your left,
Up here.
up there, on a body.
I might have already found it. Maybe that's
Yeah,
why
it's
it
like
keeps.
a little slip of paper that shows you.
Maybe it's in my. Can I see my inventory or something?
Yeah, you can open your diary or whatever, your journal. Lore.
No.
No, I guess not. Huh. Where is it? It's somewhere right around here. And it's just a little piece of paper that you look at, and it has a little picture on it, and you memorize the picture, and then you unlock that thing.
Yeah, my thoughts for the oh, is this? No.
No.
The presentation and the world is jaw-dropping. Like when I was in that thing kind of flying over that plane or helicopter or whatever it was at the beginning. It's been a little while since I played it. And like seeing the world for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, this felt like when I got to see BioShock's like Rapture for the first time.
Yeah.
But like in modern day, like I'm getting that same reaction because it's like all these graphics and oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But there is a roughness to this game. for sure. It's a little rough around the edges. But I mean, for what it's doing and stuff, I think it's pretty cool. Like I was laughing because they had like 18 of the same model, like mill model NPC at the beginning, and I was like, oh, I saw this guy. Oh, I just saw this guy. Like they only have like 3 total, I think. In the
It
whole
definitely falls into that, like the recycling assets stuff.
Yeah.
But it's got very compelling,
down
fun gameplay.
I died.
I love. You suck.
What is it supposed to
I
do?
love the gameplay.
Yeah, I haven't played that much to give a whole consensus about it, but I've been really surprised what I played so far.
Yeah. I was actually kind of surprised that it was more like BioShock than anything else. They advertised it as kind of like a more horror game, like with more kind of slow, spooky elements, I feel like. And then it's like, there are some parts that's like kind of...
Oh, it's right here. It's at the end of this thing.
Just take a look at it.
Yeah. Okay. I get the picture. I get the picture. I get the picture.
So this isn't a dead person talking to me. It's the neuropolymer in his noggin, right?
I get the picture. I get the picture.
As it fades away, neuropolymer memory temporarily stores the individual's last thoughts.
Creepy. How long are they gonna talk for?
I can't say exactly. Somewhere between a minute and a couple of days. But it seems the more time passes after death, the more corrupt information becomes.
I see. I hope this works.
Got the cable car. I also don't know what the frick is going on, and that's how I felt watching the trailers, and that's why I wanted to play. I still really don't know what's going on, except like they had all these robots, and now the robots want to kill everybody.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
The polymer stuff was cracking me up because you're just like swimming in this like floating water, which is pretty crazy too.
Yeah, that stuff is weird. I actually think it's a cool idea.
The way the animation looks is pretty fricked up too. It's pretty interesting.
I hate the normal little basic robot guys that you fight. They, the way they walk scares me. That's sick.
Yeah, this is extremely BioShock. I mean, even with the shock powers and stuff, I feel like I'm just playing a new BioShock to a point.
It's a Russian BioShock. It was kind of funny. I didn't realize that so many people were boycotting this game.
What are they boycotting it?
Because it's made by a Russian studio. And so, like,
well, I don't think they get to choose if stuff goes to war.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I guess it's funded, like, the Russian government also subsidized some of it too, which, again, how does this affect anything?
Which
like,
I'm surprised because that first part feels very anti-Russian. When you're like walking through the place at the very beginning, it seemed like it was like critiquing like Russia, and you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm the only one that felt that, but do you know what I'm talking about? Hello, Pierce? Oh, I think he got muted. He's on the phone.
Sorry, Zach, repeat that last thing. I thought it was an emergency, but it wasn't. It was my stupid wife.
I said I was surprised that Russia. I had heard it. They had helped funding with it or whatever, but because it seemed very anti-Russian, or at least Russian government at that beginning part, right? There was like they were like poking fun at like Russian. You know, it just felt that way at the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, that. So
and I was like, that's so weird because I feel like they're they clamp down on that. They do not like allow that to.
Yes, the commentary from every freaking article online is basically just like, this is such a pro-Russia game. This is such like a Russian nationalist game.
Yeah, and I was
you
like,
should boycott it. And it's literally like, why are you talking? it's literally like, hey, what if the Soviet Union didn't collapse? It would still suck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It was like talking about how good, like, oh yeah, Russia and stuff. And I'm like, this is all hell, and I think it's all about to break loose, like for these robots. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's.
I don't
funny.
know.
People,
I feel people are playing a different game than me because
that's how I feel about most things. I feel like people just. I watch a slightly worse version of everything, or a slightly better version of everything that everybody else does.
just a grab on
Yeah, I
this.
don't get it.
Oh, I'm playing freaking Horizon again.
Yeah.
I need my
say
VR.
My least favorite part about this game are climbing sections.
Shoot.
Holy shit. That was a surprise.
I agree. You've got quick reflexes, Major.
You bet. I wouldn't survive without him.
Shoot.
That's my penis.
Oh wow.
Charles, that was a bit off, right?
That's my penis.
Wow. Oh shoot.
Oh!
See, that's what I mean by like a little rough edges. Like,
Yeah.
no, like AAA game usually would have like you just die, except Dark Souls. Something
Yeah,
to
I was
jump
gonna
out.
say, except like Elden Ring and Dark Souls.
But at least it would give you a warning if stuff's like in the air. Like I
Yeah.
knew that thing was like, oh my gosh, I gotta fight this again.
Careful. There's a gap up ahead.
I see it.
I started playing this game on the highest difficulty because I normally do that with games, and it's so hard.
Yeah, I do
couldn't do
every game normal, and then if I really like it, I'll come back on hard to get like achievements and.
See, I'm like a glutton for punishment.
Frankly, I'm having
I've gotta do the hardest right off the bat. But I gave up on this game and just went to normal.
mountaineering training.
Yeah, I think I'm on normal.
Not some city wuss riding a desk. I've got all kinds of training.
I must admit, I'm quite glad to hear that.
Shoot.
Holy shit. That was a surprise.
I agree. You've got quick reflexes, Major.
You bet.
Okay, stay away from the holes.
You got to go to the hole.
Charles, that was a bit off.
I've been playing some more Gran Turismo on VR.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, it's very good.
Good.
Soviet science has high
Great. Good for you.
regard to our innate.
Oh my gosh, I got killed in
Wow,
the same
you suck.
same spot. What do I do?
Don't
And
get hit. by
And this
the thing.
checkpoint really sucks. I'm just gonna run past
Hide-
these guys.
Hide in the wall, in the hole in the wall.
That's where I. That's what keeps coming out and killing me.
We need to find a way to move forward. But frankly, I'm having trouble figuring
Wait,
out
no, you're getting hit by the little things, right?
I'm getting
Oh,
hit
car.
by the
I'm a spec ops soldier.
freaking
City wuss
your
riding a
penis
desk.
or the.
I've got all kinds of training.
Oh,
admit I'm quite glad to hear that.
Oh, I'm getting hurt. Let me jump. Oh, I'm getting shot. It won't let me restore my health. Oh my gosh.
you suck. What can I say? You're bad,
Kendrick
kid.
says, I love Gran Turismo. It's been years. That's a throwback. Yeah, well, not the original Gran Turismo. I'm playing 7 on VR. And what was really cool, my parents were over, and I got to put the headset on my dad, and I was like, hey, check this out. Because we played Gran Turismo 1 on the PS1 when it came out. So I got to, like, show him that and show him, like, all the VR. Oh, I forgot you had to freaking dodge this crap. forget how to do anything.
But frankly, I'm having trouble figuring out how.
Climbing the wall. That's how.
Do you have mountaineering training?
I'm a spec ops soldier, not some city wuss riding a desk. I got all kinds of training.
I must admit, I'm quite
But
glad to hear that.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And when I like, cause I can only stay an hour in there, maybe 2, depending on the game in VR. But what's great about Gran Turismo 7 is you can just take the headset off and keep playing. Whereas all these other VR games, like you just take the headset off and go, go for a walk or pause or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm still able to like keep playing. I just have to play off the headset. But where everything works really good on it, and it's been a cool experience.
Yeah, some of my other friends that got it were talking about I think it's called like Pavlov or something. A really realistic shooter, and I really want to play that. I'm dying to play the kind of tactical games on that.
Is Pavlov 4 the PSVR?
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
I agree. You've
Oh, you know somebody that got a freaking PSVR?
Yeah,
other
I
than
know
me?
2 people now
Oh my
that
gosh.
have ordered other than you. I'm very surprised.
Oh, there's 2 more people other than me?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's
but
all
they
3
both,
people.
have good paying jobs and live with their parents. So, so they have absolutely no overhead and just tons of extra money. And I asked them to buy me one, and they wouldn't even do it. So
Yeah, when I lived with my parents, I just every problem that came my way, I didn't have problems probably for those 3 years I stayed at home and lived with a job. Like had a job. A good paying job. It was awesome. And then I
Yeah.
went on my own. I was like, oh, you got to pay for stuff.
I never experienced that because I never had a full-time job until I had been married for like several years.
Yeah.
I never even had like a good part-time job.
It's awesome because every problem that came my way, I threw money at it
Yeah.
and I fixed it. But those same problems have happened to me now, and it's like a kick in the nuts. So, for example, I had we were on a big trip to Boston for PAX East, and my car fricked up, and everyone around me's freaking out, like, "Oh, we got to make it back in time. Are we gonna whatever?" And I just remember being so chill, like, "Oh, we'll make it back in time, whatever." And the tire got blown out on the highway. We found a car place. And my parents were like, usually when you replace the tire, you replace the other one as well. So it's even. Like you get, like even though the other one was not bad, you replace that. And I think I might have even got all 4 new tires.
Oh my god.
And my friends were sweating, and I was the only one. And it was my car. It wasn't even their freaking car. They were really worried about getting back on time. I was like, we'll get back on time. We'll be fine. But I remember just paying that money and not feeling anything.
Yeah.
And that same amount in that same scenario, or we had a similar scenario with like my wife's car or like any car thing that went like wrong. We had to fix it. It's such a kick in the nuts. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, gotta take this out of emergency fund or gotta like scrounge up this money or whatever. But
Yep.
it sucks.
It does. I mean, that's like whenever something goes wrong with our cars, I will literally spend multiple days just learning how to fix it myself.
Yeah.
It's like even if I have the money, it's like I don't want to give it away. It's too expensive. No. It's
Okay,
fine.
here's where I die. Do I go backwards?
I think you are getting hit by the cars.
Really?
Right?
No. Oh, maybe when I step up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what? It happened again.
I did not have this happen to me this year. So I don't know what the hell you're doing.
But yeah, it used to be nice when I could just, when I was staying at home and just.
You again.
Careful. There's a gap up ahead.
I see it.
Oh my gosh. Fun game, fun game, fun game. But I've been doing the license test on Gran Turismo,
Those are fun.
and those are fun. And it's so funny to be like to try to do some of those challenges. And it's like, all right, brake. You need to brake soon. I'm like, I got this. And you go you shred right into the wall.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Because it's so super realistic. That's what would actually happen with your vehicle. But I mean, because it is a simulator game versus an arcade game where you can kind of maybe get out of it or hit the emergency brake. It's so realistic with every car, which I like. But it's just funny because I'm like, I got this, and I'll go careening right into the wall. Okay, if I die this time, we're moving to Metroid. Because I don't know what to do.
It's amazing how little progress you can make in a game in 35 minutes. It really, you have mastered making absolutely no progress on
Thank you. That means a lot. I've always...
It should. Really says something about you. Hey, really, like, the Resident Evil 4 and this, like, just no progress. You found a piece of paper. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna help you.
Yeah, help me. And the worst thing ever is Resident Evil 4, you guys have beaten 3,000 times, and neither of you helped me till like the last level. I was like, what do I do? And everybody's just staring at me, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then Matt's like going to feed the baby for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
I'm like,
well, Matt's feeding the baby and Kelly every 5 seconds. Okay. Let's see.
okay, watch. Let me
Don't
look.
walk up there.
Let me
Don't
look
walk
up this way.
there.
Maybe I go up that hill.
There you go.
Do I go in this hole?
That's what killed you. It just went by. You're fine now. What the hell was that? Oh, there's a cutscene that was glitching out. There you go. You were running into the area, and it like had the animation for the worm that you were just like
what
feeding.
yeah, I've had several just weird feeling things.
This video game feels like an old game.
Yeah, it feels like a
And that's
PS2
kind of
game.
what I like about it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, it's cool at parts. Oh, what the frick? I got fucking shot with a laser. Oh my gosh!
Ah!
I think I'm gonna move it to easy.
You suck.
I think I'm gonna move it
This
to
game is
easy.
actually hard on normal though.
Yeah,
Like, genuinely, the melee combat in this game's hard.
Yeah, you're like dodging and stuff, but like it's so clunky. It's not. It doesn't feel good, really. Oh my gosh! Yeah, I'm changing it to easy real quick. Peaceful Adam. Okay, we get some Peaceful Adam.
There's a gap up ahead. I see it.
Finally, gosh almighty.
We need to find a way to move forward.
When I get past this part, I might move it back to normal, but
Climbing the wall. That's how.
Do you have mountaineering training?
I'm a spec ops soldier.
one thing I've
the
liked
type
this
of, like,
gen, and I know they might have done it last gen. Yeah, they did a little bit. Is changing the difficulty mid-game.
Yeah.
I hate. There's been still some games I'll play. And it's like once you choose the difficulty, that's what you're stuck with. I'm like, why? We've already figured this out.
Yeah. No, it's very annoying. Have you played Hyperlight Drifter?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that game a lot.
Did you see the trailer for the next game?
Yeah, now they've gone 3D, huh? With
Yeah, that I can't wait. And it looks like it's gonna be co-op too.
Ooh.
Very
Yeah.
excited about that. Although I think the 2D art has something very beautiful about it that the 3D art does not. From what I've
Yeah.
seen. But it still looks like a very fun game.
I didn't play their last game, Solar Ash. I kind of skipped out on that.
I didn't play that either.
Tunneling robot.
Indeed it was. Rocks can drill through even the hardest minerals at incredible speed. Soviet science has high hopes for them in regard to our
My gosh, this is
conquest of all
glitching out again.
the solar system.
Neuralink.
There you go. Yeah.
Nice.
You did it!
I took such good care of those wonderful, powerful, brilliantly designed machines. And now, all the...
What are you talking What's so ironic about that?
Oh, it's ridiculous, really. I was the control panels got buried under the rubble. Now they're on their own, thinking God knows what. Like they're sleepwalking.
Why is there a ban on exporting them?
Is there a ban on exporting?
They're cutting-edge city-building machinery, that's why.
Ask these guys if they have any crypto that you can have.
Yeah, can I just have your crypto?
So they're top secret in their armor.
There was a crypto called Cummies that I got.
And
Be-
now you're rich because it.
No,
What?
it sunk. It
Aw.
didn't do well. But I had leftover like
Because
crypto when I was
it
buying up crypto
prematurely-
2 years ago, and I bought some because I had leftover $2, and I bought some, and I always like to tell people that I had some cummies. It was called Cum Rocket was the name of it, but
That's really cool. That
it didn't do
sounds
well. It went
awesome.
down, but I went to the Reddit today because I was like, how is it doing? And it actually has just stayed steady for like 6 months, but I was like, how are people on Reddit? Because there's like communities for these different crypto coins. And one cracked me up and was like, is this project dead? Is this really dead? Like, and I just loved that. And I think it was like from like a week ago. And I was like, who is checking on this? Well, another bank failed. How's my cummies? You know what I mean?
That means Bill Gates is very upset about the crashing the coming market.
Gotta run.
Sure, sure.
Chelsea was laughing at me because I do like how you collect all this material, because you can just hold this and like start scanning the room, and it takes everything out of like all the drawers. That was cool. But Chelsea
I
was,
like that because it saves you a lot of time from the bullshit of having to search through everything.
yeah. Chelsea's making fun of me because Nielsen, like TV rating things, sent something in the mail, and I thought it was just going to be like spam or whatever, but I opened it up and there was $2 bills in there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I screamed, and she looked over and I was just like, somebody sent me money. And she was like, you're so happy. She was like, you do love money, don't you?
$2.
And I was like, you know, the reason I'm so unbelievably happy is every time something comes in the mail, it's a bill.
Yeah, it's asking you. For
Yeah,
money,
it's
not giving
it's
you money.
asking you to get money. So to get that $2, and it was like, hey, do a survey, and we'll send you a check for $20 after you complete the survey. And I was like, I will 1,000% do the survey, and I did the survey. So now I'm
Yeah.
waiting for my $20.
There must be, in every relationship, there must be a Zach, because you remind me so much of like my wife, who there has been multiple times where it's like it will be $1 in the mail from one of those things, and it's like, if you fill this out, the survey out, which requires effort, it was a long survey, we'll send you another $1 or something, and she does this every time it gets excited, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not worth your time. Like,
I
it's not worth it.
I did something even worse. I always, not worse, but more stingy.
More immoral.
Stingy and like a miser is what I am with my money. I always fill out class action lawsuit stuff. They're like, hey, you bought freaking bread in 2019.
Yeah.
You are in this class action lawsuit. If you'd like, just fill out this information. I fill them all out, and I'll get checks from like here.
Really?
Yeah. but they're never over like $5, like $5 on the
Yeah.
high end. That's on average. I got the funniest one. It was for the Equifax thing. And I
Yeah.
got the check in the mail the other day, and it was for 49 cents. And on the check, it said for no dollars and 49 cents. Was, you know how like when they have to write,
Yeah.
they have to word it. But
That's an absolute like fu.
and I actually did snap deposit the 49 cents, and
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
me snap depositing it is like a negative ROI. Like
Yeah.
ripping this up is actually more cost effective than me using my life energy time to do this. But I did it anyways and made myself laugh, so.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. Yeah,
All right, I think I'm going to jump to Metroid Prime. What do you say?
let's do it.
Let me grab what's in here.
Might want to make sure you save so you don't lose the tiny amount of progress you have. You know.
I did save, but I did just get this thing out of the treasure chest. Game saved. Okay. Yeah, let me jump over. We'll jump over. Okay.
I have to go in like 20 minutes or so.
Do you though?
I do. After I give my thoughts on Metroid, because I played that.
Oh, you did play
got
the remastered?
Yep.
Nice.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Let's pull it up.
Have you started it? Like seriously sat down and played it yet?
No, I got it up and running with what I'm about to show. And then I have not played it since.
You're about to get sued by Nintendo.
Screw
They're gonna screw you.
them. They will.
You're about to get murdered by Nintendo. I mean, really, they really do come after streamers and stuff. It's funny.
We do so many anti-streaming things. I did a VR stream and we streamed copyright songs, but we sped them up in the. It was Beat Saber, and if you could speed the songs up, and all we did was speed the songs up and did like all of Linkin Park's catalog, and we streamed it.
It worked.
Because I'm not like a freaking like a PewDiePie. If I was, they would kill me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
right.
but.
Dude, send
Like,
me
just
up
let
to
them
your house
let them
and I'll
come
teach
after
you
me
it.
if they want now, but all right, let me stream this to you.
Stream it. Stream it.
Dude. Oh. Samus is so hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, is the stream working for you?
Yeah, working great.
Okay. Okay. Metroid Prime Remastered. I'm playing the official PC version of this game.
Oh wow, there's a PC version? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nintendo approved that and everything?
Yeah.
You must be like a Nintendo insider or something.
So I will
get-
say,
Express permission to do this.
even though I've got the official PC version, I did buy, which was hard to get, the physical. I got the physical Metroid Prime Remastered, which was kind of a fricked up situation.
Why was it fricked up?
Is this fricked up, man? Well, they didn't make enough. And then I even pre-ordered it and it didn't come out on release day.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
It was like a couple weeks till Amazon sent theirs. Got their
That's
shipment in.
crazy. What? And I bet you know what? I bet Bezos took all of them for himself,
Yeah.
and he made a save state on each cartridge, and then packed them all up.
Could have been.
It was. It's not. Could have been.
So Metroid, I played. I got my GameCube a little late. I was a PS2 guy. Loved my PS2, and eventually in '03 I got a GameCube, and I got like Wind Waker, and I started playing the Zelda game, and Super Mario Sunshine, and then this I got as well. A lot of people were talking about in the game magazines. They're like, Metroid Prime is a perfect 10. It's all this stuff. So I got it, and it was very hard, and I couldn't beat it, and I had to walk away from it as a kid. I just could not beat it, and it wasn't until it came out on the Wii that I beat it for the first time.
Yeah. I remember it being really hard too and struggling with it, and then this playthrough I have not struggled with it at all. There was a point where I missed the save spot and lost like an hour of progress because
Yeah.
I missed it. But like I've been kind of breezing through it. It's fun. I like it a lot. I really like this game aesthetically. Especially
Well,
for the
this is
remaster.
they
It's a
changed
beautiful game.
they changed the art quite a bit with the lighting.
Yeah.
The lighting is really improved. Because the first one they're like remastered. When people say remaster, I think they're just upping the textures.
Right.
But they did change quite a bit of models and lighting and stuff in this. It's really impressive. It looks gorgeous for a freaking. Well, I'm playing also in 4K, but on the emulator. But even without the emulator, it looked really good, and it runs 1080 60 on the Switch, which is awesome for a Switch to do that.
Yeah.
That's all I'd want from a freaking Switch Pro. Is 1080, not even
to get it
60,
to
1080,
actually run most
1080
games.
30 consistently, yeah.
Yeah.
I have
mean,
not
that's how
played
I
my
feel too, like-
Switch since I've started emulating because of that.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's complete bullshit because it's also an optimization thing. They could totally do it with a lot of their games, but like the new Pokemon game when me and my wife played it, like, it was fun, but like I was just constantly annoyed that I was getting like 20 frames per second.
Yeah.
And
Are you
it was
talking
like-
about Scarlet and Violet?
Yeah, and it was noticeable. too.
That
I
game
was
is
like,
looks really freaking broken. It's one thing to see like a video making the rounds of like the same issue popping up, but there was
Yeah.
like new problems every day. I was seeing videos shared, and that's when I go like that. This is too many. This is too many problems. Like I can't even.
Yeah,
This game is
Yeah,
well
really.
optimized, by the way.
this game is extremely well optimized. The Pokemon game worked. It was fun. It was not like broken to game breaking. It was just little goofy things like, yeah, all of a sudden the Pokemon would spawn in the sky or under the map, or the frame rate would be bad at certain points and it would kind of chug along.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I think people complaining about it that played it blew it a little bit out of proportion. But I definitely don't think that game looked good enough to merit
Yeah, to warrant
a
the
bad
problems.
frame rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that this has full like dual analog support now. The first one did not have that. It just was you had to hold a button to like aim and move it up and I think they will do 2 and 3. I think they will. I think they'll do that. I think we've got a while before Metroid Prime 4, so I think they'll
Yeah.
I think between that and I know people crapped on Last of Us getting that done, but like it's brought up to the level of like now that people watch the show and like, oh, I want to check this game out. Last of Us now, I think that was extremely smart. I think it's even more smart now. At first I was just like, yeah, do we need this? And I saw the models and stuff when I played it. I went, wow, this looks gorgeous. I'm glad they did it. But now that the show is out, it's like, oh, they knew what was happening.
Yeah.
But it's cool that is brought up to speed with Last of Us Part 2, you know, and some of those features. And now people can go straight into Last of Us 2 and not think like it's a giant, enormous leap. And same thing with this. Like I think they're going to do 2 and 3 before 4 comes out. And people are going to be able to catch up and like they're going to have modern graphics and it's going to feel really good to play. So,
Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, I love remasters, especially when they're of really good games. With everything else I say on stream and that we talk about, I feel like people would probably think that I wouldn't want a remaster, like because it'd be a waste somehow. But No, like I like remasters because games aren't like disposable things to me.
Yeah.
Like a game doesn't stop being good just because maybe it's like older. And like we have different standards now. Like that just doesn't make sense. Maybe you stop enjoying it as much, but it doesn't just stop being good.
Wait, I forgot that they did this. I'm not moving anything on the analog, and Samus is like looking around. I'm
Yeah.
not.
It's cool, and I love the little detail for putting her hand on her gun when you stand still. And then I love the detail where if you shoot a missile at the wall next to you, too close,
Yeah.
you see your face in the visor.
Oh, I remember that from the
And it
original.
looks so good in this. It's so cool. Do it. Shoot the wall.
I forgot how to do the missile.
Right bumper.
Oh shoot.
The one above the trigger. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I gotta do it next to all. Yeah,
Look
you
at
can see
that.
her eyes.
That's such a
Yeah.
cool detail.
Yeah, that was in the that. Yeah, when I first played, I was like, okay, this game is really fun, but it's hard. And then playing it on the Wii, and beating it on that for the first time, I was like, this is a 10 out of 10 game. This is a classic.
It's a weird. It does not feel like a Nintendo game as I replay it. Like it's way more violent than the typical Nintendo game,
Yeah.
and it's still like the clean typical Nintendo. But I don't know. It has a very different vibe than pretty much everything else. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because I was never into the side-scrolling Metroids. So I don't know.
I forget in the original, did you use the triggers for the shoot? Because it's letting me do A. And I wonder
Yeah, I think you used the A because you weren't really aiming with the C stick on the GameCube.
Yeah. Interesting.
I did load up Metroid Prime Hunters on my Retroid Pocket,
Yeah.
the DS game that we were talking a couple of streams ago about, like, how would that work with having to aim with the stylus? And it actually works really well, doing a dual screen on the emulating device.
Oh,
and then
really?
using your thumb for the aiming. It works perfectly.
Oh, wow.
And then also you can I use an emulator called Drastic for the original DS games. You can map the right analog stick onto the stylus, the touchscreen. So if you could get the sensitivity with that right, you could make every DS game dual analog compatible. It's really cool.
I remember I had, this was back in 2010, and there was a DS emulator, and I had an HP laptop I got for graduating high school, and I would turn this thing into, like, you could fold it and just have a tablet basically with a pen, and such terrible performance, but I was able to just tap. Like, I had a giant DS basically, and one screen was the top, and then the bottom screen I would make the bottom
That's
touch
sick.
screen, and I would tap it. The performance was abysmal. I could never play it.
Yeah.
But the ideal of, like, oh, I think I could do this, like, just didn't work out quite right. Whoops. Yeah, I just naturally started shooting. Did I go? I don't remember. Oh, I gotta step into it. But, like, the pulsing, freaking, the gun, that's new. This looks really great.
Samus's sex scene, that's new.
Yeah, I hope
she's.
she's more sexy.
Yeah.
I'm getting killed. Do you think Metroid Prime's coming out this gen or on the next Switch? I think that's
What do you mean, like a new Metroid Prime?
the Metroid Prime 4 they've been working on, because that was in development, and then Nintendo themselves announced, or maybe it was a leak, but I think they announced and said, no, they did announce and say it was they were scrapping it basically and starting over.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming it will be next gen.
I think that's gonna be like maybe even a launch title for.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Next Switch.
surprised at all, because then Nintendo games take 50 freaking years for them to like get their stuff together and start making it. Which I'm not complaining about, because
Because
so
once you
far,
play it, it's
all
like,
the
okay,
games are
I get
good.
it. Yeah. The only game from my least favorite freaking game, Nintendo game, Skyward Sword. That game took so long and is so garbage. That game
Didn't
is.
play it.
Yeah, you don't need to. I always tell people that's the one you can
Everybody said
skip.
it was bad. I was like, all right, won't play it.
Yeah, that's the one game I always tell people.
In if everybody says something's bad, ignore it.
Yeah, I'm with you. If it is a collective consciousness. Now, I will say the alternative to that is who is saying it's bad too. If it is like all across the board, or
That's the thing.
No,
If it's
no.
all across the board,
I know what it is. It's people that like it and listen to how they speak about it. I'll give you a good example. An example I always go to in my head is that show Heroes. Now, if you're a Heroes fan in the chat, whatever, cool. But
if you're a Heroes fan in the chat, screw you.
whenever somebody back in the day would tell me, you got to watch Heroes, I'd be like, oh, tell me about it. Like, oh, that's cool. Like, you really enjoy that show? And they would go, it's okay. But every single person kept doing that. And I was like, you really like the show, but then you're like,
It's okay.
it's okay. And I was like, that is not good. Like, when I would talk about Lost, I would gush over it. But when people talk about Heroes, they're like the biggest Heroes fans I met. It's okay. It's really an okay show. And it's like, really? Like,
It's an okay show, yeah.
so it depends on how the people that like it, how they talk about it too. But I'm with you. If it is collective consciousness, because some people are like, don't look at review scores, and I'm like, the review scores give me a base layer about what I'm about to go into. You know what I mean? Like, even Atomic Heart is like, I can see why those review scores were that way. The way I'm playing it and the clunkiness of it, it's like, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? It's in the right realm. When enough people play something, like, there is going to be a consensus on it. But I will say Babylon, the movie Babylon that just came out, that is from the director who did La La Land, and Whiplash and First Man. I was excited to see it, and I didn't get to see it in theaters, but it came, when it came out, the reviews were like all bad for it. But then I was hearing reviews like people walked out of our theater within the first 3 minutes of this movie.
Wow.
And that intrigued me. Then I was like, I have to watch this. I mean, I was already wanting to, because
what was in it? Did
I
he
like the
say
director.
A bad word?
It is very outrageous, and that's kind of what I heard. And me and Chelsea watched it this last weekend, and we were in tears laughing. It is just so unbelievable and outrageous. Not like laughing bad, laughing good, like laughing like it was ridiculous. It's about the 1920s and in like the movie industry and like living it up and the outrageousness of that time and parties and people and stuff. But I loved it. Actually, Everything Everywhere All at Once was my movie of last year. I think that's second place. And I think Babylon, because it came out last year, actually takes my number one. It's my kind of movie. It just is so freaking funny and doesn't take itself seriously and is very... It has really, really good scenes in it. But that, like I said, that has a 56% on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow. And to that I say, watch it. Like, if you have the stomach for the stuff they show, you will know within the first 3 minutes if you want to walk out the theater or not. So. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I trust when people say something's bad. I don't trust when they say it's good.
Yeah, you don't, because me and Matt said we like Last of Us, and you're just like, it sucks.
I haven't finished it yet. It sucks. Mediocre. Hello, have you ever heard of the little video game called Last of Us? You rip the whole idea off.
Oh, yeah.
So, kind of weird.
Kendrick says Pierce talks about anything on stream.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I think you said that a little bit ago, Nay. I'm just reading it.
I do talk
what
about
you're
anything on stream, Kendrick. I'll talk about anything you want. Give me a super chat for $50. I'll talk about anything you want.
Kendrick, what do you want us to talk about?
Kendrick, I want to know what you want me to talk about right now. And so help me God if you don't respond. I have to leave in 5 minutes, so Kendrick has 5 minutes.
Pierce, do not leave in 5 minutes.
I have to. I'm sorry. I've got to go. It's important.
It's important.
I have to go hook myself up to the milking machines that Jordan Peterson warned us about.
Oh, okay.
That's a good discussion for the stream.
Yeah.
You saw all that, right? No.
Kendrick said, hold on, but Kendrick said, "Oh my God, Pierce with the damn super chat business. LOL. What's wrong with him?
Money. What's wrong with me? I need money. I'm broke. I'm a poor public servant. So is my wife.
But what did Jordan Peterson say?
So did you see? Just tell me before. Did you see what he retweeted and got in trouble for?
No, he got in trouble for it.
Yeah. Okay. So there's this fetish porn video that was circulating around of like guys with their wieners hooked up to like an industrial pump.
I know what you're talking about, but he retweeted something like that.
Yes.
I have not seen this.
Okay. So here's the story, Zach. And Matt Hudson, I'll add in, this will be my last thing before I go. I'll add in what he told me. So, yeah, there's this fetish video of these guys having their penises become sucked out of them by these machines, and there's like a dominatrix nurse in the video. Someone jokingly tweeted it saying like, "Oh, like this is real footage found inside communist China." And Jordan Peterson took it literally, like without looking it up or anything.
Oh my gosh!
It and went off on like a rant, like this is what the left wants for us. This is what the communists and socialists want. They want to like basically take our masculinity and stuff from us. And like just no awareness that this was fake at all. And so he got like blasted for it. And this comes at the same time. I'm not exactly sure if it caused it or if it was just one more factor, but the Canadian Psychiatric Association is now telling him he's going to lose his license to practice clinical psychology unless he takes a social media.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
so
they've started offering those classes, which I think are helpful to like anybody. But that's funny that Peterson is included in that because he's
very upset about it. But for not understanding that was fake and for literally thinking that in communist China, dominatrix nurses are forcibly taking men and hooking up to penis pump machines is so funny.
That is extremely funny.
I was talking to Matt Hudson about it, and he was like, "Okay, Pierce, can you explain to me? I don't know what's going on. I saw people talking something about it, but I realized that Jordan Peterson completely lost his mind because I went to his Twitter to try to find it. And it's not that he deleted it, it's that he tweets so much in one day that I literally could not find anything anyone was talking about. Like, he literally sits on Twitter all day now.
Yeah. And
just engage with Twitter. And in that moment, it clicked for me, and I feel really bad for him because he is like, his mind has been absorbed into the Twitter sphere.
It really has.
And that can ruin your life. So,
well,
like,
the craziest thing,
go help your dad.
The craziest thing I'll see is like on TikTok, you'll get like a video, like an anti-vax video, or anything really. But I've just seen this like more in like anti-vax stuff, and it was like, see, we tried to warn them. Now everyone's getting killed because of the vaccine. And like you'll see all these comments is like these people are living in a different, like, where did you get your information from? And like people are living in different realities like online. than what exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
But same thing with him. He gets so into this like conservative space. It's like you are lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? Like
I really think that it makes so much sense. Every like his progression is just like, yeah, he thinks Twitter's real life. And that's why he.
Yeah, he thought that was a real thing. That's not reality. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
that is so
It's kind
crazy.
of like when you're talking about what's the forums you go on? I can't remember.
Reset Era.
Reset Era. Yeah. It's like if you went on Reset Era and looked at all the morons posting, they were like, "That's what the left wants.
Yeah.
That's what they believe." And if you just read that, I'm sympathetic because they're all idiots.
Yeah,
So it's like, I
and that's
think
the
it's
other.
really
Yeah, that's
just
the other
being
side of the
unlikely.
same different, like the same coin. Really, is like that is not reality. What they post on there, and it's like these people have not touched grass in like 30 years. They really have
Yeah.
not.
And all the stuff about like, I don't know, like one thing Jordan Peterson used to be big on is like talking about like how trans pronouns and stuff and progressives are gonna make you say it or throw you in jail.
Yeah.
And then I realized like, oh, you know what? He probably heard that on Twitter because people totally say
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
on Twitter. So it's like, no, that is real, but it's just not actually something that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's reality online, but not reality. But
Oh, that killed me though. You gotta real quick. Let's just pull up the stream of that.
Yeah, I'll
video
do that.
They retweeted, and you show Kendrick.
yeah. Stay tuned, Kendrick, for that.
Yeah, Kendrick.
But you know what's
stay
funny?
tuned.
When we were
Super
talking
chat
about
us
that, I
for
looked down at my
access.
phone, and my friend in my group chat said, "I'm pumped."
That's pretty good.
So
Pretty
you
good.
tell me that it's not real,
Yeah.
okay?
I mean, seriously, your friend's a freaking communist.
Yeah.
Probably a Chinese communist, too. Just like in the video.
Wow.
I don't even know if the video is of.
Yeah,
It's
I
not of
want to
China,
get the
that's
I want to
what
get the
it's
link to this video.
Yeah, let's send the link out. School-wide email.
That sounds
Send it to
disgusting.
my
Can
work
someone send me
email.
the link?
Yeah, it's really gross. Can somebody please, a friend is asking for the link, and I can,
Yeah.
make sure he gets it.
We just really want to laugh at it.
Yeah, my friend is a social scientist, so he's trying to understand scientifically what's going on. So it's not for like, anything else.
I'm a Peterson fan, and I want to see what he's talking about here.
Yeah, I'm really looking up Jordan Peterson, and I wanna see what he's beating off to. I mean. Oh? Hello?
Hello? Are you still there?
Hello? I am. What happened?
I think we lost video on the stream.
Yeah, you like left Discord completely.
I left Discord completely?
Yeah, and then you just jumped back on. I think the stream crashed.
No, the stream's still going. Discord got fricked up because.
Huh.
Oh, I'm getting fricked out here.
Well, I have to run anyway, so.
I wish Matt was supposed to come on. Maybe he could like do second shift of the stream.
I'll text him, yeah.
Yeah, see if he can do second shift, because you can't leave until there's somebody covering your shift, just like real life.
Alright, bye!
All right, see ya. M. Dobry says, I would be really offended if someone called me a they, them, or an it. I'm not a product or a thing, I'm a person. Hey, that's why people get to pick their pronouns. People want to be called stuff. You don't want they, them. Gosh, I gotta make it out of this thing. I'm getting some hang on this, but it's very impressive for just out of the box 4K on this. Ridley. grapple. I'm gonna fix this real quick. I'm gonna fix the Discord. Matt, I think, is about to hop on. Oh my gosh, my whole video and everything got fricked up. What in the world? Jeez, what happened? Jeez, oh peso. I keep pressing the B button on my Xbox controller and it's not the same B. Whee! Ow. Ow. Owie. Big hang-ups. Might have to move to 2K while I'm streaming. That hit took every one of my abilities. Oh, it made a very astute malfunction. MW says that other game that I played, I thought it was Russian, but not Ukrainian. Yeah, it's Russian made. Atomic Heart. I need to fix this real quick if I'm how do I it's not right. There we go. My gosh, where's the settings? There we go. Okay, move down to 2K. How long is Metroid Prime? How long to beat Metroid Prime Remastered? Wonder if there's a difference. I think they did change stuff with like the bosses in this. "13 hours. And Bober said the word must be Ukrainian because it was coming up in Google Translate. Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl could have been good if it didn't have so many bugs. Yeah, that's another Russian game too, isn't it? New extras unlocked in main menu. Save? Yeah, we'll save. Yeah, I'll save. I just thought that's what I was doing. Walking out here, this atmosphere, and I feel the same about Super Metroid as well. Stepping out here with this music and the water hitting the visor. This is a 10 out of 10 game. I was a latecomer to this game. Oh my gosh, it's freaking locking up. I have not messed with the settings on here, and I need to do that. Let's try to do that now. I mean, what are we doing? Best Metroid Prime Remastered settings. Ryu Jinx. Okay, we're gonna fix this. It runs pretty good for out of the box. I was surprised. Like some stuff was annoying, but let's use this. Use accurate CPU. Use accurate. Oh, that's Yuzu. Well, maybe there's not a better way to do anything. Oh, here we go. Ignore missing services on. I don't know where all these settings are. Rendering API. Vulkan. Where's rendering? Sorry guys, I want to make this look good. Enable VSync on. Got it. Enable PPTC on. Got it. Enable FS integrity checks. Got it. Audio backend. Open AI. Okay, open AL. change this? Yeah, okay. Memory manager mode. Host unchecked. Enable shader cache. Yeah. Something filtering. Auto resolution scale. 2x is more than enough and not as taxing. To that. Graphics backend multi-thread. Auto. Okay. Okay. Now let's get back to the game. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's see if we can get those a little smoother. Also gonna save. Can't you like save? How do you like save? How do you save state? Oh, you can't even do it. That's okay. That's okay. Oh shoot, that's not okay. Someone said it's a little bad, but once you load textures, it can be good. But man, I mean, for as early as this is, it's running pretty beautifully. I'm happy with that. Ugh. Yeah, going into a room, it's kind of chugging along a little bit. Oh, gonna need a different weapon. Was the map always there in the top left, or was it this detailed? Oh my gosh, loading these textures. Crazy. Beep pop 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 pop. Beep pop 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 pop. Chozo Ruins. Oh my gosh, this area looks amazing. The lighting. Seismic disturbance at ruin site. I always like that. It's like, okay, we know where we're freaking going back then. Sometimes you're running around and kind of backtracking in these games. Dude, when it's got to load a new area, it kind of... only thing the emulation is chugging along at. Now this looks really different with these trees. They've kind of added that. That's why I was saying they kind of changed the art direction. And I think you can do that if you make it better. And I think it looks, they really made it pop. I really like it a lot. Don't have it yet. There's a missile you can hear. I wonder if it's enough. I don't even have the ball at all. The morph ball. So much the experience. That is one interesting thing, like changing to the analog sticks. Some of this stuff where you have to stop and like shoot, it's a lot easier. Whoops. The only thing with remastered games and remakes is a little different because so much has changed. You really want to experience it in a new way. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake is way different than Final Fantasy VII. But with remasters like this, and this is, I mean, they have changed some stuff, but it's not drastically different. The only thing is a lot of remasters sit on my shelves for a long time. And this is another one where it's like, I'm not in the mood to play this game I played and have a more fresh memory of. Like, I'm not really ready to get that. Oh. Like, I'm not really ready to go through this again. But a remake, I am. It's like a new experience. But sometimes remasters, like, and some of them sit on my shelves for years. The Jack and Daxter Ratchet Clank games are a good example. When they came out on PS3, it's like those are still sealed because they just didn't have. Oh shoot! I'm in the freaking poison. I jumped in the freaking thing and this really hurt me. I gotta do it one more time, but I'm at like 9 health. Come on. Got it. Bam, 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 dun, 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 dun. Bam, 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 bam. Beautiful. Nice. And an energy tank. Definitely needed that right now. I don't know. Now I'm playing it. I just said that. 'Cause sometimes I do feel that way. It's like wasn't really in the mood. It's a game I've already played before. Do I need to play it? But forgot how fun this is to play. And with this analog stick, maybe I will. Between this and Atomic Heart, like I want to get through Atomic Heart. That is pretty fun. Where am I on the map? We can go down here and get shot. Map data. Where's the save room? Or map room? It's just the map. This has got a good gameplay loop. And the analog sticks adding that this makes this more of a joy to play. It's a new way to zoom through this game. I can almost like speedrun this game now. Okay, save room. Cool. All right. Well, I think that is a stream. Matt never showed up. I'm going to have a talking to him. But hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for joining in. Be back next week, I hope, with Pierce and Matt. And we will maybe check out the Switch Online expansion pass and some of those games that are on there. I think that'd be fun to revisit some of those N64 titles and other things that are on that as well. So thank you guys for joining. See you guys next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern.